lost my drive. I've been stuck in traffic and I can't find my way out. I guess it's roadblocks, yeah, there's roadblocks. I guess it's roadblocks every single way I go.
What is up, guys, and welcome to episode 2 of the Destroying Depression podcast. I am your host, Jacob Dennison, otherwise known as Jakey Fitness, and we're going to start a little mini-series here. We're going to talk about what I feel helps most with my mental health, top 5 things that helps with my mental health, and it's just to encourage you guys. Maybe what I talk about will help you, maybe it won't, but it's mostly to encourage looking for healthier options and ways of dealing with mental health issues. So we're going to get right into it. We're going to start it off with one of my favorites, my personal favorite, and that is exercise. So to start it off, I'm going to hit you with a few facts. Let me pull them up real quick, and then we're going to go from there, and I'll go into personal experience why I think it helps. So, according to a study done by Harvard Medical School, exercise is an all-natural treatment to fight depression and is as effective as antidepressant medication in some instances. And that, do y'all realize how crazy that is, to think about? Because, I ain't knocking meds. They help a lot of people, don't get me wrong. But meds come with, especially, prescription, I've been on them, and they come with a lot of side effects. And those side effects, they're hard to deal with. You feel like you're not there, you're sick to your stomach, you throw up, you kind of it turns you into a zombie in some cases. And like I said, it helps a lot of people, I'm not knocking it, but the fact that just exercise alone can do have the same effects as medication, and you don't have to worry about the side effects, that's insane to think about. What if you've never been exercising and you can get off your meds because they're making you feel worse? You can just start exercising. What if that was the option we looked at first instead of medication? Like I said, it helps a lot of people, but just looking at healthier options. And another study said that running for 15 minutes a day can reduce depression symptoms by 26%. That's 26%, that's 1/4. 1/4 of depression is those are crazy statistics. Just for 15 minutes a day, you got 24 hours in a day. 24 hours in a day. And just 15 minutes, that's all it takes to reduce the symptoms. I honestly, I've always been about exercise, but I never knew stuff like that. And I think when a lot of people think about exercise, I think it gets a bad name, because you think about I don't want to exercise. It's miserable. Exercising sucks. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to do that. And I think it's because it gets a bad name, because you see people talking about all the time, bodybuilders and athletes, and people talk about it and they make it sound miserable. If you want to be healthy and look great, you have to work so hard and break your body, and you have to hate working out, or you're not working out right. And if you're not sore and miserable and hurting and tired, then you're not doing it right. And that does sound like it sucks. I don't want to do that. I can't lie to you. I don't want to be. You told me, hey man, you gotta go to the gym in the morning and for an hour, and you gotta be miserable the whole time, or you're wasting your time. No, I'm not doing that shit. Are you kidding me? And it's just it doesn't have to be like that at all. Just from personal experience, I lift and I love it. I love lifting. I love lifting. I play basketball 3 or 4 times a week too, and I shoot around. And I love to do those things. Those are things I look forward to every single day. And it's if you're an athlete, you're trying to play pro, or you're trying to be a bodybuilder, yeah, you do have to be miserable sometimes, because you do have to put in the work to do those things, to hit the next level, whatever. But if you're just trying to be healthier, if you're just trying to be a healthier person, to help with your mental, to just want to be to have a better relationship with yourself, you don't have to do that stuff. All you have to do is find something you enjoy and do it every day. like I said, like I lift, and like yeah, it's like hard, but like I push myself, but like I enjoy it. I like lifting. That's something I look forward to every day. And if you told me like someone said, Jake, you gotta run for an hour every day, I wouldn't even go to the gym no more. And that's my favorite part of my day. It's just the thing is like exercise wise, like there's so many different options. You can do so many different things. You can like there's like cycling, there's Zumba, there's like dance, sports, team activities, lifting, CrossFit, going for like a walk for an hour a day. Like that literally burns like 200 or 300 calories. Like and like it just gets your mind going. And when you exercise, you get dopamine, and that's a part of the brain that's like happy. So when you're exercising, you're actually producing the chemical that makes you happy. It's just when you explore different activities too, and you get people, you can build a community, build friendships. Like I know people that like just from playing basketball like fives at the gym, like I'm cool with. We're friends. We go out, like we hang out. Just because I played basketball at the gym, like because I like basketball. Like you meet people, and you like you can expand on relationships and all these kind of things just from exercise. And that's why exercise is so like important to me. And especially like another reason it's like so important to me is like one, building relationships. You can build relationships, and two, like when you struggle with depression, or just like when you're struggling in general, like it doesn't even have to be depression. You're just struggling, like you're going through some shit in life. Like exercise, like that's something you can do every day. That's a win. And some days, no matter what, like life is gonna hand you like losses. Like you're gonna lose in everything. Like everything's gonna go wrong. Like and then like especially with depression, or you have mental health problems or stuff like that, like you can't control what's going on in your head or your mind or on the out, like you can't control what's going on the outside, but you can exercise, and that's a win. Like you can, that's why I work out in the morning, because I can start my day off with a win. And no matter how bad my day goes, even if everything else falls apart, at least I can say like I won something today. I did something to better myself, or just to feel good, like just to do something. That's a win. And like a lot of days, like I said, I don't even get wins. Like still, I'm not gonna lie to you, like I still struggle a lot, and my days feel like all losses. But I can still look back at the end of the day and be like, I did that. Like I worked out, even though I didn't want to. And that's another thing, like I'm kind of rambling, my bad, but when you enjoy something, like you do it when you don't want to. Like some days you're not gonna want to work out, but if you enjoy it, or you have a plan, or you're trying to get stronger, like you go even when you don't want to, because you know that's what's best for you, and then you feel better afterwards. And that's the thing, is like sometimes it's about the feeling after too. Sometimes maybe doing that miserable workouts for you because you know you're gonna feel good afterwards. That's why people do like CrossFit and shit. Like that shit sucks. I'd never do it, but people like feel so good afterwards because it was so hard that like it's worth it. It's worth that pain and what comes with it. It's just like that feeling you get. When you get a workout done, you know how like it is. When you work out and you get it done, like you feel accomplished. You feel good. You feel happy. Like you're like, I did it. Like I didn't even want to, or I did it. Or even if you did want to, if you go lift and like you break a PR or whatever, like you feel good. Like it's just a feeling of accomplishment. And that's another thing is when you work out in any way, like sports, whatever, it's like a way to like grow as a person. That's why I enjoy lifting a lot personally. But like you can try to beat yourself, you know, and that's a way to keep growing. And then you don't stay like you can grow. Like if you run, you run a mile in 8 minutes. Then next time you can say like I'm gonna run at 7:50 or 7:59 even. And then you're always pushing yourself to be better. Like I said, like when it feels like everything's falling apart, if you can like beat yourself in one way, like that's, if you can grow in any way at all, like that's just a small win. And when you're struggling, man, the small wins mean the world. Like that's sometimes like that. Honestly, that's sometimes all that keeps me going. It's just the small wins, like exercise, like playing basketball, like this the little things, you know, like watching a ball go in a hoop. Like sometimes that's what keeps me here, keeps me pushing. It's just like, it's so hard to think that people don't have that. People don't exercise, and I can't imagine, because like honestly, without it, like I wouldn't be here, because like I said, like some days are just so miserable and hard, I feel like that's all I got. I feel like exercise is literally the only thing I can look forward to. And it's like, even if it sucks at first, because it is, especially like that's how the brain works. You try something new, like it's going to tell you it wants to stay consistent, wants to stay where it's at. So it might suck at first, but like once you get in the habit and you start to enjoy it, it's something you look forward to. And like when you, sometimes, especially like if you struggle mentally, like you don't really feel like, even if you do have stuff to look forward to, you don't feel like you have anything to look forward to. It's hard to get through days. It's hard to pick yourself up. And it's like if you have that exercise or like whatever, and even like if you don't like beat yourself or like you don't beat your PR or whatever, you just go, you can still say like I did it. I got up. Like I got out of bed even though I didn't want to, and that's awesome. That's so dope. When you're struggling, even getting out of bed is dope. So you can get out of bed and go to the gym, like that's a huge win. Like it's not even a small win when you're struggling, it's a big win. That's why it means so much to me. And I just know people like it's like a release. It really is. It's like a drug. That's why some people get so addicted to it. Because it really is like a drug. For some people like that don't do drugs or drink alcohol or whatever, like that's their release. That's what they do. It like gets things off your mind and it makes you feel better. You can get rid of like anger, sadness, whatever. You can get rid of it for a little bit. It's gonna come back. Like you're gonna have to deal with it in real life later, whatever. But just for a little bit, it's like a release. Like you feel like in that moment, like nothing. Like that's all you got is just you in the gym, and it's just like a release. It's something you can hold on to that you can never let go of. And then when you start exercising, when you start treating your body like exercise-wise, you want to start eating healthier, you know? Like, it starts coming full circle because you're like, oh, man, if I like, worked out for an hour today, like, I should eat healthier because what's the point of my workout if I'm not eating? Like, why eat a whole pizza or whatever, like, eat a bunch of cake? If I worked out today, like, I want it to mean something. So then it starts to branch off in other areas, and it gets the mind going. That's the big thing for me, too, is when I feel like I exercise, like, I feel so much more mentally focused and a lot more clear. And sometimes I feel so foggy and like I can't think at all. And at least that, like when I'm exercising, I feel at least more clear. Like I can think straighter and like the blood's flowing, and I feel like I can think for a little bit. Sometimes when I sit around a long time, like I feel like I can't think at all or focus on anything. So like I just got to get up and go like start walking, start moving, just because it just gets the mind stimulated, and I feel like I have more of my mental. It's just that's why I just encourage moving. Like you like gaming, like just do push-ups or do something between games, like just jog in place, you know, like move from the one side of the couch to the other, like just move. Like people think like exercising is just like the miserable stuff, and like for some people it is, and some people like that because like we focus too much. Like, that's a big thing now. We focus way too much on the body. Like, everyone wants the body. Like, everyone wants to look jacked or skinny or whatever, have a fat ass, whatever it is. Like, so we focus so much on that, and we're willing to be so miserable to have this body that's super hard to attain. When in reality, if we focus on exercising and shit for the right reasons, like to help mentally, to like feel good, just because we enjoy it, like, honestly, the body will come with that. Like, I mean, it takes more time. And then, obviously, like, if you compete in bodybuilding stuff, like, you got to, like, tighten up diet and stuff like that. But you don't have to be miserable to look good. You really don't. You can really enjoy it. And that's why a lot of people, especially now, like, are super, like, they are in great shape. They feel great. Like, they enjoy it. Like, that's why people who are jacked, like, a lot of people who are jacked, that stay jacked year round, like they look like that all the time because they enjoy it. If they hated it, that's why a lot of competitors, guys that compete in bodybuilding, are fat in the off season because they hate it. They just do it because they love competing, but they hate the diet stuff that comes with it. Like, you don't gotta be miserable to have the body you want. And if you focus on like the right stuff, like exercising for the right reasons, like just moving because you want to, and you know, like eating because like that's what's eating healthier because that's what's good for your body. Like the body will come with that. Like if you find the right people, the right plans and stuff, like you don't gotta be miserable. It takes time to learn, but And it comes with hardships, but like the body can come with it. You realize a lot of people, when you start working out for the right reasons, it comes a lot easier. And like I'm talking like that from personal, because I used to want to like be really lean. I still do. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'd still like a thing like I'd push for, but I used to like starve myself, and I'd work out way harder than I needed to, because I was convinced that that was the only way I could be lean, is if I just did cardio all day long and barely ate, and ate like just the same shit every day. And it made me miserable, and it like developed like messed up eating habits. And now like I eat healthy, I don't eat healthy like perfectly healthy, but like I eat a lot better. I enjoy my diet, and I'm the leanest I've ever been. I enjoy working out every day, and like mentally it's the best I've ever felt. And don't get me wrong, like I still struggle a lot. I do. Like that's just how it goes when you have depression. It doesn't go away all the time. It comes in waves, but like I feel so much better, and it's because I started focusing on exercising for the right reasons. Because because I like it, because it makes me feel good. I can push, I can be stronger. Like instead of like wanting big muscles, I want to be stronger. Instead of like wanting to be leaner, I want to eat to feel full, and healthy foods make me feel fuller, so I like to eat those, And like I'd feel better throughout the day. I got more energy. Like, how can I eat to have more energy, and what can I do to be constantly moving? Just because I enjoy moving, it gets my mind going. And like honestly, that's why I feel like exercise is so important to me, man. Like it does more mentally for me anyway, for me personally. Like it might not be that way for you, but it does more for me mentally than it could ever do for me physically. Like the physical stuff, like that's just an added bonus to me. Um, it's all mental for me. If I didn't have that, I don't know what I'd like. That's the most important thing to me. And this might not be the most important thing to you, but I feel like it could help. I feel like exercise could help everyone. Although it's most important to me, it may not be to you. So, but I feel like without it, I don't know what I'd do. So I just encourage y'all, whether you're struggling or not, if you don't exercise, go try stuff. Just start trying stuff to find out what you love. Try cycling class, try Zumba, like try dance class, play a new sport, try lifting weights, try CrossFit, go for a run, just go for a walk, start hiking. Like do anything just to get moving every day. Do anything you can to get moving every day. And bring a friend, like make it fun, get people going, like build relationships from it. And yeah, like that's just why I encourage y'all this week to just keep pushing, and do what you can. Just because that's what it's really about. Is doing everything you can to help your mental health. So that's all I got for y'all today. I hope y'all enjoyed this. That's part 1 of 5. And I'll end this the same way, and I'm going to end every one of my videos. If you are struggling, just remember that you are not alone. I hope that you reach out. I hope you find help. You can email me, hit a hotline, find a therapist, do whatever you need to, but you are not alone. There are a lot of people struggling, and getting help makes you strong and not weak. And I hope y'all have a